Hi everybody, it's Win and welcome to another video by The Entropy System. So the big question in this video is the body an alter? And the short answer is no, of course it's not. An alter is a unique consciousness within a greater consciousness that forms as a result of the brain not being able to form a coherent personality in childhood. Therefore, by definition, the body cannot be an alter. However, we have found that in many respects, the body can behave a lot like an alter would, and by treating it like an alter or like a teammate, we've been able to overcome a lot, including negative body thoughts about ourselves and even stuff related to trauma. The biggest alter-like behavior of a body is the experience of body memories. Modern research in trauma-based psychology suggests that the body is capable of holding memories just like the brain is. And this is something that we've experienced personally. There have been times when we've found something triggered physical pain in the body where it should not be, so like a reenactment of a memory, but the brain wasn't experiencing any kind of flashback. The pain was just coming to the body as a direct response of some kind of external trigger that wouldn't normally cause pain. Sometimes with the help of our therapist, we'd be able to get our brain to kind of match up and figure out what memory this pain was coming from, but not always. But our therapist guided us to be loving with the body in that moment. For example, there was a day where our wrist started to hurt really bad. She suggested putting our hand on the wrist and saying, "Thank you for sharing this memory with me. I'm sorry you had to hold that for so long. You were so brave. That's not happening anymore. Let's be healthy together." You know, and the same kind of mantra that we would say to any of our headmates that was going through a flashback or sharing a trauma memory that they had. Springboarding off of the idea of body memories, that means that the body can be traumatized even if we aren't necessarily being traumatized. The best example I can think of for that is that when Kim Kim resurfaced for the first time, she struggled a lot with the desire to self-harm. When she was talking with our therapist about it, she explained that everything she does is superficial, so it's fine. We're never in any real physical danger as a result of her actions. And our therapist explained to her that even though that may not be traumatizing to her, the body cannot distinguish between trauma at the hands of self and trauma at the hands of someone else. For the body, trauma is trauma. Thinking about it that way, as the body being separate rather than just a piece of her, made it a lot easier for her to redirect those sad emotions in a much more productive manner, because even though she felt the desire to hurt herself, she absolutely didn't want to hurt any part of the team, and if we viewed the body as a part of the team, then she didn't want to hurt it. A positive thing that started to come out of seeing the body as a part of the team rather than a direct extension of us is that it became a lot easier to live a healthy lifestyle. Overeating or undereating may be easy to brush off if we're just thinking that we're only affecting ourselves, but if the body is a teammate, then we're causing distress to the body by overeating or undereating, and I wouldn't want to cause distress to any of my headmates, therefore I don't want to cause distress to my body. The most major thing, at least for me, that viewing the body as a sort of alter has helped is body positivity. For me personally, just as every human ever experiences, body negativity towards themselves, feeling like, oh, I wish my skin were more this color, or I wish my eyes were bigger, or I wish, why isn't my body perfect, blah, blah, blah. I experienced that a lot. I used to cry in changing rooms because I didn't like my body. Even though I can be a harsh critic of myself, if any of my friends or family or loved ones came to me and said, "Oh wow, I feel so ugly," I would sit them down and give them a lecture about how they are perfect and beautiful and unique. And if I view my body as a part of the team, it's easy to look at my body and say, wow, you are so beautiful and unique in your own way. Don't try to compare yourself to anybody else. You're wonderful just the way you are. And it's been a while since I've looked in the mirror and thought, wow, that's not good. I look and say, wow, Good job, body. You're being the best you can be. So again, is the body actually an altar? No, of course not. But thinking about it that way has led us to make a lot of really good life decisions and make some really good progress forward in recovering from our trauma. And of course, I would encourage this mindset for anybody having trouble with their body image or their lifestyle. It's easy to neglect ourselves, but it's harder to neglect a friend. Think of the body as a partner, not just as you. How would you want your friend to take care of themselves? How would you treat a friend who didn't feel good about themselves? Keep those thoughts in focus, and maybe you'll have as much success with body positivity as we did. Before I sign off, I want to remind you guys that we have merch. We have our Redbubble store, but we also started a store on Teespring because Teespring partners with YouTube, and it should be showing up underneath the video by now, hopefully. And if you buy from the video link, we get an extra $1, so that'd be a super cool way to support the channel. And if you send us a picture of you wearing our t-shirts, then we will include that here and or here and show off what a cool fan you are. We have designs for System Pride, we have designs to show off your love for being an entropical fish, and we even have designs for allies who want to support the DID and OSDD community but don't have the disorder themselves. Thank you everybody so much for watching, and of course, remember that you are loved, you are valuable, and you are valid. Love yourself, love your body. Have a great day. Bye! Hi everybody, it's Win. I want to take this opportunity to give a huge thank you shout out to Shoshi Bauer and Lily Andrews and all of our other patrons for helping support this channel and making what we do possible. If you are interested in becoming a patron, a link to our Patreon is in the description below. If you are interested in sending us fan mail of any kind, our P.O. Box address is also in the description below. I hope you all have a wonderful day. Bye!